Everyone, welcome everyone. I appreciate everyone being here today. What we want to do is we want to basically go over what FDI is all about. Now, what I want to do first and foremost is I want to congratulate you on being part of a trend that's happening in this country, being part of the home-based business industry. They say by the end of 2014, some 50% of American households will have a home-based business. So you're definitely a part of that trend. But what I want to do, since most people have never really done that before, and that's becoming a growing trend, I want to give you give you a sense of what elements you should look for when you start a home-based business in the home-based business industry. Number one, you want to look for a company who's been in business for at least 5 years. So that way, whatever you do today will be there tomorrow. Since 98% fail within the first 5 years, you want to make that 5-year period is critical. The other thing you want to look for is products and or services that the company represents that are highly consumable products. So that way, the need and demand for them happens month after month after month, and you don't have to keep selling over and over and over. The other thing you want to look for is that they have mass appeal. People want, need, and flat out desire the products and services that you have to offer. When they do, when you're in that environment and you have that mass appeal, you're no longer in the selling business, you're in the telling business. You also want to look for a company that has true residual income, something you can do one time but get paid for a lifetime. So month after month after month after month, you're continuously getting paid long after the transaction you did to start the business happened. Then you also want BQM. What do I mean by that? Big, quick money. You want to make sure that they pay right now money, and you can make big money up front because the residual income is something you have to build toward. Finally, you want to look at timing. You want to see if the company has the kind of timing that allows you to be in front of a trend and not behind it, allows you to be in front of a curve and not behind it. And you want to make sure that they do something that's unique that draws people to them. If you find those elements and all of those elements in a home-based business, you have got a very solid opportunity there. But what I'm here to tell you is I believe that FDI is head and shoulders above all the rest in every area we just spoke about. Now, what I want to do is I want you to know up front, you're not going to learn everything you need to know in this short presentation, but you will gather enough information to make an educated decision to see if this is something for you or not. I think there's 3 questions you should be able to answer at the conclusion of our time. Number 1, does this make sense? Number 2, can I do it? And then number 3, is it real? So does it make sense? Can I do it? Is it real? So let's go on and get started. Let me share with you the FDI income opportunity. First of all, we like getting paid in multiple revenue streams. The telecom industry is one of the largest industries in the world, and FDI's telecom business includes each of the following standalone recession-proof sectors. Last year alone, the industry produced over $1.3 trillion. That means we spend over $100 billion per month just to say hello. Now, timing is absolutely everything. The question I want to ask you is, did you miss out on any of these trends? The computer revolution, the cell phone revolution, and the internet revolution. All 3 of these trends became standalone multi-billion-dollar industries. All 3 of these trends happened over the last 40 years, and in all 3 of these trends cases, the companies that came out of these industries are literally household names. They're icons in our country. The founders and the people that helped were largely responsible for bringing those trends to the marketplace are now, many of them, or all of them, are really millionaires, multimillionaires, many of them, and some are even billionaires. And here's the other thing with all 3 of these trends that ultimately became industries. We the people, if you will, made them all industries and made them all multi-billion-dollar industries because they had products and services that we literally wanted, needed, and absolutely desired to have that had mass appeal. And we created those billion-dollar companies because we consumed in a massive way. So we contributed to making those industries happen, but we didn't get to participate in any of the profits. Think about it. When you look at the computer revolution, you think about all the computers you've purchased, from desktops to laptops and notebooks and everything else and all the computer-related items, you can see how collectively we've made that a standalone multi-billion-dollar industry. The cell phones, when you think about all the cell phones you purchased over the years, all the cell phone-related items and all the plans you paid for month after month after month, you can certainly see that as well. And the internet, we have it at home, high speed, and we have it on our phones, and we transact a lot of business with different companies throughout the internet. So that's all happened. So the question you really want to ask yourself, what is the next multi-billion-dollar trend? Well, that next multi-billion-dollar trend is the VoIP revolution. Now, VoIP stands for Voice over Internet Protocol, which simply means digital phone service. Basically, you're talking over the phone on the internet. So that becomes powerful. Now, what happens is in 2000, there were no one talking over the internet because it didn't exist. That technology didn't exist at that point. By 2005, there were some 20 million Americans. And by 2012, over 200 million people worldwide are going to be using this technology. What happens, this technology is so significant that the former Federal Communications Commission chairman, Michael Powell, has said this, and this I quote, VoIP will irreversibly alter the world of communications. He said VoIP is the most significant paradigm shift in the entire history of modern communication since the invention of the telephone. Those are powerful quotes. And the question you want to ask yourself, since people are moving, and when people are moving, so is their money, how many will be in your